So first of all, let's talk about the first cluster. What I'm getting here is a lot of you are encountering a situation where you have new work opportunities, new opportunities for career advancement, opportunities for work partnerships as well. Okay, this is a massive proposal. This is coming through potentially from an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I do feel on a practical, mundane level, this is a situation where you are waiting for something to come through, possibly a loan from a financial institution, from a financier, and it is actually coming through for you. So you're getting something solid, some type of solid offer, either a commitment or either some financial things coming through, financial news coming through for you. Okay. If you've been waiting for that, applying for loans and, waiting for jobs to come through, something very, very good that is going to be stable is coming through for you. So both are very, very good cards. In terms of, let me just see here. I also want to wish you all a very happy birthday as well, Aries, for those born in the later part of March, okay? There is another piece of information that is trying to come through here. I feel like for a lot of you, you have a partnership with somebody, and I feel like they're doing a lot of the work, and I feel that you might be turning your back on them. Okay, so both of these cards, just be careful about that, and just be careful to devote the time to your partnerships and make sure the other person doesn't feel neglected. I feel though, I feel though a lot of you might be on the verge of walking away from a partnership, love or business, because the other party, you felt like the other party wasn't really doing their share, but they're stepping forward and they're giving you something more concrete. And I feel that at this point, you are going to stay for a lot of you. Okay. So that's what's coming through with the first cluster here. The second situation deals with expansion. It deals with opportunities. It also deals with travels. The World card is greatly about expanding all aspects of our lives. Okay. I feel though, both of these things, it's kind of like, this is going to be the month in which it tests your ability to love another person. And that means, I felt like communication coming through from a jealous person, from somebody who is quite difficult to deal with because they're pessimistic and they're negative and they're all, me, me, me. I feel that for this month, you're going to approach this situation. In the past, they might have ruffled your feathers, but for this month, you're looking at this perspective from a very enlightened point of view, and you're finding humor in the way that they're behaving. And I feel like this is the month in which you're getting some breakthroughs when it comes to people and their motives, and especially people who are very dear and close to you. And you're figuring out why they behave the way that they do, and you're feeling as if they only do this to you mainly because they know you love them and they know you care about them. And so you're starting to understand that, and you're starting to find humor in it. I also feel this is the month in which some type of philosophical, some type of expansion is coming through for you guys. And when it comes to the World card, it deals with like getting recognition in a larger way. So, the Six of Wands is about recognition. It's about fame and fortune, the fortune that will follow as a result of fame. The World card is about publishing. It's about getting your voice out there, putting yourself out there so that your people are making the associations between the face and the name. I feel like you are expanding your circle. I feel as well you're expanding your social base, and you're coming to a place where you feel very hopeful about your future. You feel as if you have support from somebody, because maybe the business partner or potential love partner is stepping up, and now you have a better sense of direction and you know that you have the support you need. So as a result of it, you feel like energetically, I feel you feel so much lighter. You feel like you can fly. And I feel like for a lot of you, there might have been situations that weighed you down, especially with dealing with toxic people. And this is the month in which you're not going to let that get you down. So you're approaching life with a new lease on life, okay? And things are really, really good, especially with loved ones and especially with friends and work situations, okay? Now let's look at this cluster. This is a little bit problematic. I feel, first of all, I feel like you are going to encounter something unexpectedly, something that hits you out of the blue, and it reveals somebody's character. And I feel like it's not a favorable way. And I feel like this is something that randomly happened. It's supposed to cross your paths so that you can understand this person's true character. And this can play out in any type of an interpersonal relationship, okay? I also feel as well, let me see here. The Chariot card usually indicates a lot of success, but it also, in this deck, it is about some type of inner struggle, okay? So a lot of you, if you're around coworkers who are like, cutting corners, who are not doing things the way to the best of their capabilities, and I feel that you're comparing your progress to them. Maybe they're getting some type of career advancement and they're not doing they're not pulling their weight. You're going to start to understand that, I don't care what they're doing. I'm going to stick to my own way because you know that you have lasting power. For a lot of you, for others of you, I feel like you might encounter some coworkers or some injustice happening in your environment. And I feel like it can't just be walking down the road and, seeing somebody doing something they're not supposed to. And I feel like it can be even as mundane as that, but for some reason this has a huge impact on you because you're just like, what is this world coming to? Why are people behaving like this? So I feel like it affects you on a moral level where you might be a little bit conflicted, like, what's going on with people? Why are people so strange? So I feel like that's, on a mundane sense, that can be how this plays out. But I do feel some sneaky behavior is happening around you, and I feel that you're running into it and you're coming across it um, purely on a purely coincidental basis. Let me see here. Yeah, it's purely on a coincidental basis, but I do feel that it's best for you, Aries, to try to do things right and not cut corners for this month, okay? Don't cut corners. What I'm also feeling is, going back to this, one last message. If there's communication from somebody and the way they communicate is just, it's not the way that you want to interact with other human beings. So you're feeling like you're going to leave them behind. And I feel like they know you're going to leave them behind, but like I said, they really care about you and they know that you care about them too. So they want to provoke you. Okay, there's provocation, and be very careful not to get yourself stuck in that situation. If it's somebody, and a lot of you, you know who it is. So you want to just keep that in mind and to temper yourself, walk away, go back to it when you are in a better, less upset, less riled up frame of mind, okay? And I feel like you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of things on your plate, you have a lot of social events, outings, a lot of support in your own world. And the other person might not have the support that they need, so they're lashing out in anger, resentment, and just spewing venom. And there's no need for you to engage with that type of energy, especially if you're like on cloud nine right now with the rest of other aspects of your life, okay? Don't let them drag you down, Aries. The last cluster that I'm seeing here, we have two major arcana and they're both about success, okay? This is about your public image. This is the aura that you project out into the world. This is the way people perceive you. So the sun indicates major success, being in the spotlight, getting the recognition, and also opportunities that is going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of just overall worldly desires, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is basically your time has come. Now, once again, in March is when we have that the spring equinox on the 20th, and depending on where you are, 20th, 21st. But I also feel like it's ushering in your solar return. So this is a very, very important time for you, Aries, to solidify some plans. Think about what you want to achieve for the next year, for the next 2 years, 3 years. Think further long term, like think further down the line and try to solidify some things for you, okay? Because your solar return is a very powerful time. It's a good time for manifesting or setting intentions so that throughout the rest of the year, you can gradually see these things start to manifest themselves. Or you can see the universe trying to create opportunities for you to move in the direction that you want. So you are hitting a very, very important month right now. And it is going to be very vital for you to not get distracted with too many things that are frivolous, such as going out, partying, having, expanding your social circle, but not seeking quantity rather than quality. So you want to really devote your time to things that have the possibility of growth and to people that are dependable and that have been around for you. So for those of you who are dealing with this, energy, I feel like there's one person specifically where they're very pessimistic and they're like very childish. If you're dealing with that energy, don't carry it into this new solar year with you, because there are other options on the table as well. And there are good people that have proven themselves to be very supportive and very stable in your life. So you want to, keep that in mind, okay? I also feel that this is kind of like things coming full circle. And once again, I mentioned, you're going to be thrust into the public eye and in the spotlight. So do not cut corners. If you're giving presentations, make sure you do the research, Aries. If you are in a position where you are, publishing something as well, make sure all your citations are in line. Make sure you do the fact checking, because I feel like otherwise things will slip up. Okay, so be very careful when it comes to not cutting corners overall. So I'm not going to dwell on that. And Aries, you can be a little bit careless when it comes to minor like doing tedious detail things. So if you can't bring yourself to physically do it, ask somebody to do it for you. Pay them if you need to. Just make sure it's done right. Okay, so don't cut corners. In terms of the advice, let's look at the advice cards here. So this is the direction in which you are supposed to be headed. Okay. First of all, we have the Ten of Wands, Prince of Pentacles, which is like the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to say this first. There is somebody around you, Aries, Earth sign, okay? And Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This could potentially be somebody with who is self-employed, somebody with a job, like a very strong, stable financial career. It's also somebody, and this can be their sun, moon, or rising. It can also be somebody that you've known for quite some time, or they have children, okay? They're making you a very solid offer. It feels like this person has been in your life for quite some time. You both have been through a lot together. With the Ten of Rods, it deals with burdens. It deals with a long-standing relationship. It deals with like history with another person. I feel like for the past 3 months, a lot of you have tried to handle situations on your own. And a lot of you have tried to do things on your own, and you're not asking for help. And you force yourself. So be very careful about injuries as well, okay? If you feel like something is a little bit too heavy for you, take multiple trips, because he doesn't look very comfortable. Be careful about straining yourself when doing physical activity as well, like lifting weights and things like that. This is usually exercising, lifting weights. Be careful about that. I also feel like you have tried to do it yourself. Someone is offering you help, but you don't see it. Okay? So I feel like this, I know the cards are really difficult to see, and that's why I usually prefer the Rider-Waite deck, because the imagery is clearer, but I really enjoy working with this deck. So someone is offering you something, and you're choosing to not accept it, or at least you're choosing to look the other way and pretend it didn't happen. Or you are in this state of mind where you're feeling very, very bound by your emotions, bound by your circumstances, and you might not take up this offer. So for example, you could be in a relationship and somebody, can make an offer for you to step out of the relationship, and I feel like there's temptation, but you're hesitating. And that's what I meant by, try to do the right thing. I definitely feel there is temptation around you. I feel that you are attracting a lot of people, and I feel like a very solid earth sign around you is making an offer to you, but you're you're stuck in your current predicament, and you're not taking up this offer, or you are refusing to accept it, or you're refusing not to see it. The point here is you're not alone and you're not stuck. And if you need help, ask for help. There are plenty of people around you who are willing to help you. So there's some news coming through, possibly financial news, possibly regarding some type of renovation, even regarding some type of travel. I don't feel it's so much travel. I feel like it's communication overseas as well coming in for you. And someone is trying their best to help you in this situation. Okay, so let them in and let them help you with the burden, because I feel that you're trying to push yourself just to know that you can do it, and you're being stubborn. So let them help you. So a lot of you might be deepening a major commitment. So this is usually like a marriage proposal type of situation. And we also have the King of Pentacles and marriage proposal. We also have the Three of Wands, which is something long-standing that you've been waiting on. You might have been with a relationship partner for 3 years and they finally popped the question. So first of all,